Hey guys, Scottish Football here, back with another video, and today's video is Premier League score predictions, game week 37. I hope everybody is well, and is of course enjoying all the football. I'm watching a lot of football, and it's all entertaining. I do think some of the games will be a bit more entertaining, because a lot of them aren't. Some of the Wolves games, they've been alright. We've defended quite well actually, we have, in some of those games. Maybe some of them have not been the most entertaining, but the one against Burnley was actually pretty entertaining, to be fair. So anyway, good luck to all your clubs till the end of the season. And I just hope Wolves are going to qualify for Europa League spot. That's all I'm asking of the team now. So right, let's get into the video then. Let me tell you all of my score predictions. Right, the first game is Norwich City versus Burnley. Wow, obviously Norwich are down, and they obviously probably don't care now that they're down. Sometimes teams do play for a little bit of pride on the last couple of games, but for this game, I just think they won't do anything much. I don't think they'll score again. Burnley, Nick Pope's on fire, and Burnley are playing quite good at the moment. So for this game, I'm going to say Norwich City 0, Burnley 2. Because I think Burnley could be too good for Norwich. Want to know something interesting? That Norwich were a team that actually knocked out Burnley in the FA Cup this season. So right, let's go on to the next game. Bournemouth versus Southampton, the South Coast derby. Who will battle for the South Coast? Relegation threat Bournemouth or Southampton have nothing to play for? Southampton have picked up some good results. They picked up a lot of draws and wins recently, and obviously I think they could challenge higher than mid-table next season. Well, the worst since they lost 9-0 to Leicester, they have learnt from it. I just think for this game it's going to be Bournemouth 1, Southampton 1. I think Bournemouth might go down, even though they are trying really hard. So I think this will be 1-1 Southampton. We'll just have to settle for another point. Right, the next game is Tottenham Hotspur versus Leicester City. Well, Leicester City we know haven't been performing the best, and they have been dropping a lot of points. Recently. Spurs, they've won the last 2 games, so they're doing quite well. So I don't know how to go for this one really. So they're both playing for something. Leicester are playing for Champions League and Europa League, and Spurs are just playing for Europa League. Spurs can get Europa League. Well, if they get into the Europa League, they might win it, because Mourinho with Manchester United won the Europa League with them. He wins a lot of trophies, Mourinho. So for this game, I'm going to say Tottenham Hotspur 2, Leicester City 1. I think Mourinho is looking to maybe now sort his team out. Maybe now. That's what I'm just thinking. Really, I think Leicester might drop some points again. I think the teams behind them might drop some points as well. Right, on to the next game, which is Sheffield United versus Everton, or Phil Jagielka against his former team here. And Sheffield United recently just lost to Leicester, and they didn't play very well. And Everton put in a poor display against Aston Villa, getting a 1-1 draw. So this game could go either way. Could be a draw, it could be anything. But for this game, I'm going to say Sheffield United 2, Everton 0. The way Everton are playing, they don't know how to get results. Well, Sheffield United do know how to win and lose. So for this game, I'm going to say Sheffield United 2, Everton 0, like I just said. Right, on to the next game, which is Brighton Hove Albion versus Newcastle United. Brighton are doing quite good at. Well, they're not doing the best, but they did lose the last two games, which were against Liverpool and Man City, which you would expect. Right, Newcastle, they've slipped away with it recently. So both teams will be looking to repay their form here. Well, I think Brighton recently just have. Neil Maupay got 10th goal of the season, his first season in the Prem. He's not doing bad, is he? I'm thinking of maybe putting him in my Premier League fantasy team next season, maybe. Or I might put maybe Alan St Maximin for Newcastle as well. So for this, my prediction for this game is Brighton Hove Albion 1, Newcastle United 1. I think Brighton will settle for another point, and Newcastle will settle for a point just to regain their form a bit. Right, the next game is onto my team, Wolves versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace Wolves who have picked at their form, and Palace who have now lost the last 6 games. Wow, God, we got robbed by VAR against Burnley this week, just gone. Last minute penalty going to Burnley with 10 seconds to go. I don't think it was a penalty, because think about it, one of Burnley's players, Chris Wood, I don't know, or their attackers I think, went for the bicycle kick, which obviously one of the Burnley players were going down to the ground, and I didn't see anything on Doherty's hand. I think it was Doherty. Handball means handball, it means on like your hand, and I think it's like your hand up to like your arm, but on your shoulder it does not count. I think it was there, so they going to pick the VAR, and they gave it a shocking decision though. The VAR rule needs changing, everything about it I'm afraid. So for this game here, I'm going to go Wolves 2, Crystal Palace 0. That's just my prediction. I think defence will be on form again because we don't concede too many goals. And I think we'll be looking to get a couple of more points on the board. I think Champions League might be impossible for us now, but I'll take Europa League. I'm not asking for a top 4 finish. We've had a top 10 finish in our first 2 seasons. I'm not even asking for that. I'm just asking the best out of the team. That's all I'm asking for. And all I'm asking is for a mid-table finish off the team, nothing else. So right, on to the next game. Watford versus Manchester City. Watford got lucky in their last 2 games. Norwich, no, not so much against Norwich, but against Newcastle they got really lucky. However, they have got a game tonight. It's the final game week of game week 36 tonight. Relegation 6-pointer. Relegation 6-pointer. West Ham versus Watford. If Vital Watford probably get something out of that tonight. Honestly, I think the teams down. I think Villa, Bournemouth, and Bournemouth will be happy with them to get a point tonight. I think that's the best result they can. That Bournemouth and Villa will be hoping for. So for this, Manchester City, they can start scoring lots of goals for fun. Well, Man City did rest a lot of players for the Bournemouth game and they still won 2-1. They're very lucky, they could have got themselves into a spot of bother. So for this game I'm going to say Watford 0, Manchester City 3. So if they lose tonight, I think that they'll lose to Man City, so 3-0 Watford. Right, the next game is relegation threatened Aston Villa, who, God, they were kicking themselves last night after getting a 1-1 draw against Everton. And Arsenal, who are on great form, and they recently beat Liverpool. That's a huge shock. Alisson and Van Dijk made 2 massive mistakes which contributed to Arsenal goals. People can say the BS like they got lucky there. Liverpool made some defensive errors. But the whole point is a win's a win at the end of the day, especially against a team like Liverpool who are on the top of their game. So for this game here, I'm going to say Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 2. I think they'll get a comfortable 3 points here. But I think Aston Villa will put up a fight again though. Right, on to the next game, which is Manchester United versus relegation threatened West Ham. Man United have not lost a game since the 22nd of January. So they're in great form. They've got a great team. Got the stacked up in midfield. And they've got Greenwood, Martial and Rashford up top, which is electric attack at top. On West Ham's side, until they got some results together, João Bowen was the only one that worked his socks off, really. He was the only one that really tried. But Antonio got 8th goal of the season, scoring 4 goals against Norwich about 2 weeks ago. God, that is, or was it a week ago? I'm not too sure now. Anyway, they still won 4-0 against Norwich. So for this game here, I'm going to say Manchester United 2, West Ham United 1. Right, on to the next game. Liverpool versus Chelsea. This has proved one of the most entertaining or biggest games of the weekend to look forward to. Wow, I'm not too sorry. Well, Liverpool aren't doing the best they can. But Arsenal, surely, this is what people will be thinking. If Arsenal can beat Liverpool, surely Chelsea can beat Liverpool, sorely. But I wasn't too sure whether to go. I was thinking the other day, earlier, Liverpool 2, Chelsea 0, but I took some time to consider it and I changed the result slightly. I'm going to go Liverpool 2, Chelsea 2. I think it'll be an entertaining game. I think this will be a game where Chelsea do concede. We all know they are going to concede against Liverpool. If Arsenal concede against Liverpool, that means Chelsea are probably going to concede against Liverpool. Just to know here, really. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-2. I think it might be an entertaining game to look forward to. Technically, Chelsea know they can get into the Champions League now. I think they will. So, yeah, 2-2. Right, we're at the end of the video now. So if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. If you are new around here, please do subscribe like I just said. And do share the channel with your friends. And also, do comment on these videos. I don't mind if you don't or you do. It just depends if you want or not. Of course, do like these videos because that boosts my confidence up on these videos, guys. Until then, guys. Bye, guys.